how do you guys start the process? Do you guys start with the music and then the lyrics, or the lyrics and then the melody?
It usually starts with Josh, with like maybe a verse, chorus, or even more sometimes. And it's usually a demo of broadband with just an acoustic or something, and they'll show it to us. And we're like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, then we start hashing it out as a group, and the lyrics are never set in stone until I actually record them, like I actually cut the vocal track or the tape. But melodies usually stay pretty close to where they are when I first write them. But yeah, it's a pretty cohesive process.
Welcome back to Rock Next, the Maine special, and your show on the film with me, Change Choice. Now, the Maine's first full-length album was released in the summer of 2008, which includes singles like Everything I Ask For, Girls Do What They Want, and Into Your Arms.
Now you guys have your first album, it's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So how was it recording that one since it was your first?
It's kind of a whirlwind. Yeah, I was just out of high school, so we like just finished and then went to record.
Wow.
So it was kind of crazy for that, just being like, oh, this is our first album, and I don't have to think about high school anymore.
I think that the comparison I would make is just kind of throwing somebody into a pool without them knowing how to swim, and that's how you kind of learn.
That was the first time any of us had really recorded a full slam. Yeah. Attempted
but yeah, I think we were just thrown into it, you know. And I think over the past 5 years, we've learned a lot about what we like and what we don't. You know, processes we enjoyed. Just an awesome learning experience, being able to work with Matt Squire, and you know, to be able to do what we did.
Records, and they admit that there were some changes in their second album, Black and White, due to them joining a major record label, Warner Brothers.
How was it transitioning from the first album then recording Black and White?
Well, I guess the big change was we were on Warner Brothers Records. As opposed to the independent label Fearless.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was definitely another another process that we had to get used to.
Yeah, I think each time it's kind of you pick things you like and don't like about the process, and we kind of move forward with everything after.
But again, working with a huge name producer like Howard Benson was such a treat for us, and we learned a whole lot about the process and how we like to go about doing things.
Yeah, and I think for us too is the way that we made that album is a way that not a lot of bands are going to be able to make albums that way really in the future. It was like really expensive record to make, and so I think it was cool that at least we had that opportunity to make that experience.
Yeah. But it wasn't like starting all over again, like a totally different process for you guys.
I think after writing for the first album, I think we definitely had more of an idea of what we wanted to sound like the second time around. And I think we wanted to take things a little further than we did with the first album. I think we were still writing pop songs. We continue to write pop songs, but we're trying to figure out a way to kind of mask them all as rock and roll songs as well. So I think that was just the next step in the process of who knows where we're gonna be. So.
albums to date, which includes their latest installment, Pioneer, where they produced awesome tracks such as Identify, Some Days, and Misery, which were all written by the band members themselves.
Can you tell us more about Pioneer? So, what was the concept for that album?
It was unlike any other record we did. We wrote a bunch of songs in Gilbert, Arizona on this farm, and it actually didn't end up being we didn't think it would be effective. And we just felt really excited about the song that we were creating, and everyone was really happy with everything. So we were like, hey, let's just go try and record a record in El Paso, Texas, on this ranch. And we ended up just going in and recording how many songs? 29 songs. Well, we did 9 originally. We did 9 originally, and then
I think the 9 empowered us and made us feel like we could actually accomplish making a record on our own.
Yeah, and it was, we produced most of it by ourselves. We had our buddy Colby come out and help us out, but yeah, most of it was produced by just us, and it was definitely a learning experience. And
yeah, I think the coolest thing about the album is it was just exactly what we wanted to do, and we recorded so many songs and then picked the 13 that made it onto the album that we didn't really feel like any type of like an outside pressure to make a certain song a certain way. We just recorded what we wanted, and then we picked the best ones for the album.
I'll sing songs again.
people, you are my friends. The devil, he can't come in tonight. That's right.
Having released a couple of albums in 5 years in the music scene, it's evident that Maine's music has emerged, mixing up a variety of genres to their sound.
Now, do you think that your music has really changed from when you guys started out to your latest album?
I think it has. I mean, it definitely has. We've tried to not stray away from the band that we set out to be in general, but I think that over time our tastes in the music that we like and our knowledge of how we put together songs and play our individual instruments has improved. So that all kind of comes into play when you're going in the studio or even just writing a song. So I think
I think the most wonderful part about it all is that even if it has changed, I think it's really incredible to see people that have started out listening to us 5 years ago be along the ride with us for the last 5 years, and I think that's the most driving thing, the driving force that keeps us going is knowing that this is kind of a ride that we're all on together, and I think that's pretty incredible. So yeah, we're just really fortunate that we're still here.
I think I've heard that more on this album than anything, just how people feel like they've grown up with us. They've, music that we said we liked, they've, started to listen to too, or, there's a ton of things.
That's a great theme for you guys.
Absolutely, yeah, it's great.